There is never going to be a right moment, a perfect time. And it's like, what is it that you're doing with your time? And have you gotten yourself into despair? Or maybe you just find yourself scrolling on your phone, allowing the children to not go outside to play tag, keeping them on the iPads because you know what? It's so much easier to keep them distracted like that than to teach them what it was to go ahead and really be in the now. There has to be a sense of reclaiming your power here, and there needs to be a sense of you taking the step of whatever it is that you want to do, but you need to take that step and focus all your energy on whatever it is that you wish to birth into this world. And this is where it gets serious, because now is the time. Hi guys, my name is Adrian Page. Welcome to my channel, and if you guys are new here, welcome. Most importantly, well, I don't know if this is important, but I am a channeler, but I don't like to put labels on whatever it is that I do. I guess to give you an idea though, most would say witch, and not that I believe in labels, but that is a label that I would definitely claim for myself. But if I talk fast or if I go off topic, it can be a little bit like popcorn up in here, and my job here is to go ahead and let you know that everything is within you, to offer guidance that leads you to yourself. You are the one that has to just be. Everything is within you. I don't know why, but I heard the name Jack. So Jack could be a significant confirmation. Imagine. And I'm also saying imagine because you need to imagine now. Now is the time to manifest, to go ahead and, I want to say, if you're in an isolation moment, now is the time for you to really heal, to go within yourself. And now I'm understanding they're giving it to me in a sense of, but yes, they're giving it to me in a sense of, what choice do you have if something fell apart, I guess? If something unraveled and it was just like what you thought was a diamond, because it's a diamond that fell, and that diamond was something that you loved. It's about letting things fall away, because what is truly meant for you will always find its way back to you. And that is a true diamond. A diamond is built under pressure. So if people walked away, and it's just like, it's giving me the metaphor that you're the diamond, and it's just like if people threw you away or you fell away. Okay guys, so back into the message. It's like if something came unscrewed and one lost its way, or basically a screw came undone, metaphorically, like if something came undone, unraveled itself. And it's kind of giving me like, even where the wood is, where the screw came undone, it's just like it still leaves a hole. But in this example, you are the screw and somehow you got unstuck from the wood. So the fact that that happened, because that's kind of bizarre how that would unstick itself, I guess. Give me a moment here, but it's kind of giving me, you have the potential to go ahead and drill yourself back into a foundation that is going to be sturdy. But if you unraveled, or something unraveled from your life, being the wood, that was all happening because it is now allowing you this knowledge to know this fell away because maybe I didn't want to see this, that there was a disconnection. And the fact that this happened, now I know how to go ahead and move. Now I know what I'm going to allow. Now I know what I'm not going to allow. And that you have the chance to go ahead and start on a new foundation. But it's about you believing in it. Stop doom scrolling. It's like, where you are right now is not where you're going to stay, but everything that you have done, whether you think so or not, is progress. And I need you to know that no matter where you are at in life, you have made progress in whatever it is that you do, because progress is determined by you yourself. But you need to go ahead and put in that action. I'm also getting that what other choice do you have, really? If you're stuck in a moment in time where things are just not going your way, if you find yourself feeling lonely, or if you find yourself being around people who do not make you feel whole, who do not empower you, and it's kind of like, maybe if you talk to them, they somehow go back to them, and that's not bad, but it's just kind of like, it's always more about them and not about you, and you find yourself feeling more in lack. And it's just like, even you settle in to hang out with people just to go ahead and come to find out that when you hang out with them, it seemed like a great idea at the moment, but then when you're there, it's like, oh, now I know why I choose to not hang out. And again, we're all on our own journey, but it's about you now having to be firm and have boundaries. And now I'm hearing more in a sense of the masculine energy to take action, in the sense of standing firm, knowing your responsibilities, being consistent. It is now saying that you have made progress within the mind. Yes, you may have had that thought to change to do, but now the progress is you taking the steps forward. The process now must begin, because you have made progress, but now we need to see process. We need to see you move, and that process that you were already on, whether you believe so or not. So on this part, I'm going to elaborate. If you were taking steps and not seeing any financial gain or abundance, or have not seen an expected outcome on whatever it is that you're looking for, that is the issue with you holding on to the expectation. Because let this be a lesson for you to know that whether something happens or not, you must decide to be happy in whatever it is that you do, and that what you are doing fulfills you. That's why you unscrew yourself. Unscrew yourself. I guess that's, well, it's real, guys, but I guess what I'm saying metaphorically, because we're talking about a screw here, but it's like, as you unscrewed yourself, you now have the option to go after whatever it is that you want, that you were not going to go ahead and fall in line, in the sense of going with what other people wanted for you. You're throwing away other people's visions of you. And it's like, either you love me as I am and you take me as I am, and if not, you can still be at your table, and I love you, but me saying I love you does not mean that I have to allow you in my life. God has enough for everyone. Dios tiene para todos. But you're on your journey, and I am on my own journey. But it's like you having to want to go ahead and be the change and go forward, even if you have no one cheering you on. It is about you coming to power. It is about you knowing that, you know what, I am going to make it. I don't know how I'm going to make it, but releasing that expectation, because when you have an expectation to however it is that you want, you were limiting the universe to go ahead and surprise you. And I'm not saying that you can't throw it out there, but from what I've seen is that our manifestations come in what we need, not what we want, but they come in a way that leads us to a bigger picture, still in the same aspect of whatever it is that we're doing, but in a rediscovery of really finding out more as to who we really are. So it's about leaving this comfort zone in a room, I guess, or what you're so used to, and you're like, you know what, I'm okay, I'm good, I'm settled, and I'm comfortable. That's good. But for those who just are comfortable, but you still feel like something is calling you, you still feel like, no, there's gotta be so much more. This is your cue to go ahead and step out into the unknown. To go ahead and not say take bad risks, but take, because whenever you step out of the door, it's a risk, I guess. But I don't want to say that like that, but I'm just saying those failures, those losses, the things that you thought were meant for you but were not meant for you, were still meant for you, but they were just meant to go ahead and be in your life for a season, not for the whole lifetime. Everything serves a purpose. And it's about everything going full circle now. And now they're saying, well, what choice do you have? Because you're starting to realize that even though you have been in an isolation moment or isolated moment, or you feel that you have no one to talk to, you have no choice but to go ahead and sit with those feelings. Whether you choose to go ahead and sit with those feelings or allow them to process, that is completely on you or up to you. But in this part of the world of how one evolves, there is no way around it. There is no shortcut. And this is not the work, or it should not be considered work. This is just the unraveling of all that has kept you blinded from being your true self. So you have to go in those journeys. And ultimately, this is life. It's an experience for you to go ahead and feel these emotions. So many people don't want to feel, they numb, and I get it. But that is because you're keeping your mind so small. In the sense of, this is all there is to do, and you know what? Are you going based on what is... Like, are you really in control of your mind? Like, are you living in your head thinking about tomorrow, or thinking, like, planning like that? When you should be in this now moment. Whether you're a parent or single or just however, it's like being in this now moment. Filling the table, filling everything. And I'm not saying it like, oh, Molly down, imagine. I guess what I'm saying is, the day that you wake up each morning, and the fact that you take that breath, the fact that you can even hear, to feel, because these things we take for granted. There are many who don't even have that ability to taste, to smell, to hear, to feel. Some who will never get to walk, and even in some cases that will never live a fulfilled life in the way that one is truly entitled to have. And that's when it goes into the bigger picture of you really being in the now moment, to really feel everything and to appreciate what you have. Because you are rich and you are abundant, and the moment that you realize that, as far as the things that money cannot buy. And in this channel, we ain't saying money's bad, girl. You know what I mean? We just saying that when you find the joy and gratitude for the little things, that is when you truly tap into your abundance line. You get the universal card, as I like to say, from Abba. Imagine. So yes, guys, if you can think down about yourself, if you can go ahead and think that everyone is against you, and even if that was the case, what is that going to change? Forgive them. And I say forgive them, and it's not something so easy, believe me. But you forgive them because what is it going to change that they did? And as you probably have experienced or have known, is that, you know what, hurt people hurt people. And I'm not getting that for this collective. I'm getting that, you know what, you choose to be better. And that is why you are one in the universe. So I encourage you to step into the unknown, to go into whatever it is that you cannot see, and just believe. And know that if you are here, it is for a reason. The fact that you exist, considering how all of this exists, that is something that is truly a blessing. And the fact that we have all of this checked is saying that, you know what, don't fully trust it, because remember, you were the human, you were the one who is giving the orders. Go within yourself, don't allow AI or anything. But it's also saying that it is going to be whatever you allow this to be. If you say, oh, AI is going to take our jobs, you yourself are going to create that reality. Again, you can believe it or not, but I've seen results in my life. I've seen progress, and I do it from my heart, and I put these messages out, and I want to give you this gift to know that, you know what, as you go through dark moments or hard moments, feel it, embrace it, but you know what, you need to get back up. Speak, create, and even if people come against you, that is okay. Because if someone is coming at you, handle things accordingly. But when you do things in a sense of not giving someone your energy, you are therefore building the momentum for yourself. You're closing that door to saying, you know what, I'm not going to give my energy to this. So that's what you're saying. What is it that you wanted to do? What is that child dream that you had that never had to go away? There's always a will and there's a way. And it's also giving me it's not what you know, it's who you know. So don't be scared to talk or meet new people. Go do things if you find yourself isolated. Go do something that you feel that you love doing. And when you do that, you'll find yourself around others of the same frequency because you guys are at that same spot who are maybe having a similar interest. So don't be scared to spark a conversation. 1, 2, 3, go for it, because even if people look at you like you're weird or like what, it's just like, okay, that happened. They said no, whatever. But you know what? If that was the case, what had you lost? And on the contrary, what if you make a good friend? What if you meet someone and it's just like everything around you is easily accessed, but you have to build that power in the faith. And it is the consistency, and it is you doing it because you truly want it. Because just because you have this key or knowledge now of how to attain something, that doesn't mean that you can just attain it because you have the knowledge. It's like, no, you have to be and simply be in that frequency. I'm going to go ahead and pull a message from Abba, which is Yeshua for me. But yes, guys, it is about you going forward. It is about you truly believing, and it is about you knowing that you feel that you are stuck or in a place of just like feeling like you're out and alone, and it's just unheard. My dove fell down. Or you feel like you're falling, or you fell down from the tree, or maybe someone fell down from a tree, or maybe you guys have found a bird, or maybe you guys are going to find a bird and help it. But whatever I'm getting is the dove is purity. And what had fell down was that pureness maybe of you. But it's just like, if you fell down, where can you go back up? And again, with a healing, it's like maybe you had to heal, and that's what this time is. It's you healing. It's you thinking whatever it is that you want to manifest, but putting the steps in on whatever it is that you want to do. But truly being consistent and truly being responsible and taking action. And it's about finding gratitude and appreciation and all these things. But it's like you're in a moment right now where it's like you're healing, or you're just in a time of like, you're ready. You've arrived. You're ready to go ahead and do whatever it is that you do, so go do it. How can you expect to be seen or do something or have that business if you were wanting to keep it a secret? So I'm hearing that it is time for you to come out and speak and do whatever it is that you need to do. And again, people may laugh, people may say, get real. Remember, that is the reality. Do not allow anyone to go ahead and project that to you. I don't live in a world of sickness. I don't live in a world where violence is around me. I don't have those experiences. And even when COVID happened, I did not get COVID. Because I am the source. We are all the source. And that is why Yeshua said, you shall do these things, all these things that I do, you too can do. But you shall do much greater works. And even if you walk alone, even if it seems like things don't happen right away, or it's like you messed up and you were like wrong, even if it comes to you putting out a reading or that, it's just like, no, it's okay. All of that leads to a bigger picture. We all start somewhere. But you've already started this journey, is what I want to say. So yeah, that's good. So this was just going to be a little channel message, guys, and a quick little card pull from Yeshua. And let's see what Yeshua wants to say to us as far as this channel message. 33 could be significant, the number 6, and the number 1. We have 2 cards. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful confirmation, guys. Ask and you shall receive. That your joy may be full, and that's what I said. It is about knowing in faith and knowing that as you step out without having any expectations. And even if something happens for you or not, it is that you are whole and you decide what is going to allow you to truly be happy. 1624 could also be significant. Oh my God. So the next one is, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. So what I'm getting right away with this is what he wants to say is, whether some people believe he went on the cross for us or not, or whether he did die for us, is because there are different stories, and it's about you searching and not going based on what has been said. And that's what I want to say is go search. Don't go based on what is said. Learn the facts. Learn the truth. Because knowledge is your weapon. Knowledge is what leads you to finding out who you are more about yourself, but you have to want to do it because it's you who wants to do it. But when he says, I am the good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep, the price was paid. So why is the price paid and there is still a form of you doubting or you still feeling like that miracle is impossible? And what I'm getting with this one too is that it's all there for you, but you forgot to have it. You forgot, or you don't believe that you're capable to get this. So if he gave his life up, at this point in time, it's about you really walking in his shoes. If you want to say that you follow the ways of Yeshua, it is about you going ahead and, yes, you may go to church and then building that bond, searching for him, because it is you who truly wants to do that. But ultimately, to really get to know him, it's about going within yourself to connect. I hope that makes sense. But if the life was given up, nothing can affect you at this point. It is about you knowing that you're anointed. And that's why you need to use your discernment and knowledge, because in this world, there is a duality. But when you walk in a certain way and you walk with the light, and even if lower frequencies are attracted to you, you handle them accordingly, and you know that you don't have to give your energy. You don't have to have the last word. You don't have to fight. Better to have one monkey than several monkeys, you know? So, also with this, I'm just getting that tomorrow is never promised. So if you want that dream, that promise, it's there for you. But you need to go ahead and take the action, which is the process. So, bottom of the deck of this is, unto you is given to know the mystery. Unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God. The name Mark could be significant. The name John could be significant. 4:11. So 4:11, that's 6. 24, that's 6. 16, that's 7. Also with 16, there could be like a form of a tower moment that has been going on. But also with 10:11, it's like saying, even if you had no choice and you find yourself stuck in moments of like, oh, I don't know how to feel, like if I feel like bored or I'm alone or I don't know what to do, I don't know what to talk, or it's just like, you have to go through this moment. But it's like, as you go through this moment, you feel like I have no choice. So let this be a sign maybe for you to go ahead and sit in those feelings and then to truly check in with yourself, like, why do I feel this way? And once you process it, do something that you love. Let's start off with one thing too that you love, and put all your energy in that one thing. And don't expect to see the results again. But think of it like this: planting a seed and it grows, you nurture it. And sometimes when that seed doesn't bloom or doesn't survive, you know for the next year what to do, not what to do. But you keep going. You know failure if you choose to accept it. But the ones who have really succeeded, they know failure. They just didn't know, or they could not take it as a way of stopping. So even though you failed, that is knowledge, that is power. So you keep going no matter what, because that is what leads you to the top. So unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God. So for this, I'm also getting that if you've been praying and that, asking for signs, listen to those intuitions, those moments that come to your mind, and don't think of it as like, am I just thinking crazy, or that just, nothing has to have an answer. But if it has an answer for you, that is because it is meant for you. I hope this mini reading helped, guys. I appreciate you guys. I want to say the galactics, dark blue, purples, a little bit of a yellowish could be significant, or anything like with planets. You could be around planets. You could have those stars on your ceiling. You could have a shirt of a galaxy, and I'm also getting someone who could be on a ranch, someone who could work with animals, someone who is on a soul journey, and maybe you are on a soul journey searching and you're trying to find your groove. But yeah, so basically ending this, you guys are leaving a tower moment, which is like, it can be a loss, deception, betrayal, anything that's just not good. But be thankful that those moments happen because they allow you to start over in a foundation and to again know what you're not going to deal with or allow. But as you build up in your journey and getting more of a stable foundation and building onto it, you learn what you want and that you are fulfilled within yourself. So even if you have no choice and you're in these moments, it's knowing that you're not going to stay there forever. And that do whatever it is that you want to do now and just believe in the power of you. Thank you so much, guys. Until next time.